So you started a little side hustle, maybe selling candles on Etsy or flipping sneakers on weekends. And now someone at a dinner party told you that you absolutely need an LLC or the IRS is basically going to repossess your soul. Let's slow down, because the panic around this topic is almost as overblown as the hustle culture that got you into this mess in the first place. Here's what's actually happening. Millions of people are launching side hustles every year, and the LLC question has become this rite of passage that feels more like a personality trait than a legal decision. The internet has turned a fairly nuanced legal structure into a bumper sticker, and that's where things get dangerous for your wallet. An LLC, or a limited liability company, is essentially a legal fence between you and your business. If someone sues the business, they can't automatically come after your personal assets, like your car or your savings account. Think of it like a moat around your castle, except the castle is your checking account and the dragon is a disgruntled customer. But here's the irony that nobody's talking about. If your side hustle makes under $10,000 a year and has 0 employees, that moat might be completely empty. You're paying state filing fees, sometimes anywhere from $50 to $500 annually, to protect assets you haven't even built yet. The tax side is where people really start hallucinating benefits that don't exist. A single member LLC is treated as a disregarded entity by the IRS, which is a fancy way of saying, congratulations, you're still just filing a Schedule C like every other self-employed person. Now, does the LLC picture change as you scale? Absolutely. And this is where it gets genuinely interesting. Once you're clearing consistent profit, think north of $30,000 to $40,000 annually, electing S-Corp tax treatment through your LLC can actually save you real money on self-employment taxes. Here's a historical pattern worth noting. Every generation of entrepreneurs rediscovers the same cycle. Launch scrappy, scale messy, then scramble to clean up the legal and tax structure after the fact. The smart move is to anticipate that curve instead of reacting to it in a panic during tax season. One of the biggest misconceptions is that forming an LLC automatically means your taxes are lower, your liability is gone, and somehow the universe now takes your hustle seriously. None of that is automatically true. An LLC without an operating agreement, a separate business bank account, and clean bookkeeping is just a piece of paper with a filing fee attached. There's also the piercing the corporate veil problem, which sounds dramatic because it is. If you're mixing personal and business expenses, paying yourself inconsistently, or treating the LLC like a costume rather than a real structure, a court can ignore the LLC entirely and come straight for your personal assets anyway. So what's the practical framework here? If your hustle involves real physical risk, you're doing contractor work, handling food, dealing with clients in person, the liability protection of an LLC is worth it almost immediately, even at low revenue. If you're a freelance writer or a digital product seller with minimal exposure, the urgency drops significantly. The disciplined approach is to treat the LLC decision like a business decision, not an emotional one. Run the numbers, understand your actual risk profile, consult a CPA when you cross that $25,000 to $30,000 profit threshold, and don't let fear or social media FOMO be your legal counsel. Process and patience matter more than perfection here. Plenty of 7-figure businesses started as sole proprietors and transitioned into LLCs at exactly the right moment. Timing the structure to your actual growth stage is a strategy, not a delay. At the philosophical level, the real protection in any business isn't just a legal entity. It's documentation, discipline, and the habit of treating your side hustle like a real business from day one. The LLC is a tool, not a transformation. Whether you form one tomorrow or wait until the revenue justifies it, what matters most is that you're intentional, informed, and not making a $200 a year decision based on a 30-second TikTok. Comfort comes not from having the perfect structure in place on day one, but from knowing exactly why you made the choice you made. And if you're ready to take that next step, whether it's structuring your side hustle, getting into real estate investing, finding a contractor for a project, or connecting with the right lender, check out our links in the description below.